I'm Beaver.
I'm Buckhead.
Buckle up, Buckhead. Justin Trudeau just dropped an economic update, and it's messier than maple syrup on a snowstorm day.
Economic update? Oh no. Does this mean I gotta check my bank account?
It means Trudeau smashed through a $40 billion deficit guardrail with a $62 billion truckload of debt.
Guardrail? Did he borrow that from the Trans-Canada Highway?
Worse, he's handing out $250 checks to people making six figures and calling it a solution. You ready to dive into this train wreck?
I'm always ready for a wreck, Beaver. Let's go.
So Justin Trudeau today tabled his economic update after his finance minister resigned rather than go through the humiliation of delivering the bad news. And it's full of crazy stuff. He's trying to tell Canadians that they've never had it so good. He's saying that everything's fine with the massive new $62 billion deficit smashing through that $40 billion guardrail. Trudeau's claiming that a sign that everything's fine is the Bank of Canada is cutting interest rates. Except, if you look what the Bank of Canada is saying they're taking this measure because the Canadian economy is performing so poorly. Does everything seem fine when a government smashes through a $40 billion guardrail and tables a $62 billion deficit? Does everything seem fine when the government tries to give away $250 checks to everyone earning $150,000, then has to completely reverse themselves? Does everything seem fine when the Liberals bring in a temporary GST tax credit that businesses say they can't implement, that Trudeau himself says will be optional, and Canadians are told to keep the receipts, send them into the CRA, and hope for the best? Does everything seem fine where nobody knew who the finance minister was in a G7 country for 6 hours? So if Justin Trudeau is so sure that Canadians agree with him that everything's fine, why doesn't he have the backbone to put that question to the people? Call a carbon tax election so Canadians can decide for themselves.
Wow, Beaver. So Trudeau's plan is, no plan.
Exactly. The guy's spending like he's at a Black Friday sale with someone else's credit card.
And those $250 checks? Sounds like when I gave Aunt Linda an IOU for Christmas.
Except Aunt Linda doesn't need to send her receipts to the CRA and hope for the best.
If Trudeau thinks everything's fine, he should call an election. Let Canadians tell him what's what.
But, Buckhead, we all know Trudeau would rather skate on thin ice than face voters.
Well, if he skates like he budgets, he's falling through for sure.
That's right, Buckhead. And to all the viewers out there, please like and subscribe.